So today here we have the Normal West volleyball team. We have 4 senior players and Coach Mueller. So if you guys could state your names, number, jersey, and what position you guys play.
My name's Shelby Sennett. I'm a libero, and I'm number 11.
My name's Atsy Sheeler. I'm an outside hitter, and I'm number 8.
I'm Coach Mueller. Don't have a number.
I'm Allie Highland. I'm number 6, and I'm a middle hitter.
I'm Ellie Rink. I'm an outside, and I'm number 9.
And then for the first question, this is going to be for all volleyball players. When did you guys start playing volleyball, and then what made you really decide to play throughout the whole high school as your main sport?
Yeah, so I started playing volleyball in 4th grade, and I wanted to start playing because of my sister. I looked up to her a lot growing up, and I still do. So, yeah, she kind of inspired me to want to play volleyball.
I started playing in 5th grade at Illini Elite, and then at Parkside. I just started playing volleyball because it was like a sport that just like stood out to me more than others.
I started playing in 4th grade because my mom, she grew up playing here and at ISU, so she kind of put the idea in my head to start playing.
I started playing in like 2nd or 3rd grade at Illini Elite. My sister did as well, and we kind of just tried out all the sports when we were younger. And then my dad also played like for fun when he was in like out of college. So yeah, we kind of just did all the sports, and then I decided I liked volleyball the best.
All right, this is for all of you. Think back on your high school volleyball career. 4 years is a long time. How have you grown as a player and person for Normal West Volleyball?
I think I've definitely gotten more like confident, and like this like team has made me feel like at home. Like the more and more that I've like played with these players, and I think that just creating a bond with all of them is just like creating a family atmosphere has really helped and like made me like stronger as a player overall.
I think that I made like a lot of like friendships, and I've gotten close with everyone like throughout each year. Like I feel like I was really close with every single team like as it changed throughout the years. I tried to have like really good close connections with everyone, and yeah.
I've definitely grown more confident as a player and a person. I came in pretty shy my freshman year, and this team has really brought me out of my shell. And making all these new friends, being here for 4 years has really just helped me.
I think growing as a player, I think I've gotten a lot like more mentally tough, I think, throughout my years, and then obviously developed like volleyball skills. But like as a player and a person, I've just developed a lot of friendships, and I think I've also like grown a lot as a person, being more like vocal and just more of a leader as well.
So you guys are all seniors. This is for all. So as seniors, what things have you done to set good examples for the underclassmen on the team?
I think staying disciplined and being positive. Obviously, like we are like upperclassmen, so like younger people do like look up to us. So I think just like knowing that like we're like setting the example and just like always putting our best foot forward every day.
Again, I think just like connections and like talking to even like the freshman or JV teams, and like just being like including and like just always like positive, and just like having those close connections to like the underclassmen.
Yeah, I've definitely tried to connect with all of the players, even if I don't know them too well. And I also try to remind everyone that it's supposed to be fun. Like if someone's having not the best day, I try to like bring them up because volleyball is supposed to be a fun sport.
I think I like to lead by example, so like making sure I'm always doing the little things at practice and at games and stuff, and then I also try to talk to all the younger players and make sure they feel included in like our activities and stuff at practice.
For sure. So it's no secret that you guys have had a stellar season so far, right? Going 17-0 before Intercity and then ending with a 36-3 record so far. When did you guys realize that this season was going to be special?
I think we knew it was going to be special, like right off the jump, like right from the start. Coming in over the summer and doing the camps, like I just think that we all know that like this is a special group and we got a lot of good players this year. So yeah, I think like right off the bat, I think we knew that like this wasn't just an ordinary team.
I think we all had the same like mindset and same goals. So like having that, it's like really easy to like see how far you can like go and like the potential you have. So yeah.
Yeah, I think since the beginning of the year, we have some returners and some new people, but the way we all like mesh together and we get along so well, it's been clear to see since the beginning that this would be a good season for us.
I agree. I think since the beginning of the season, like last year, we made it to a super-sectional, and we have like a lot of returning players, and like even players that were like on JV or stuff, like they stepped up a lot, and we just developed a really good like close team, which is like really important while we're competing. So that's kind of the beginning of the season, I would say.
All right, thank you. Next question is going to be for Shelby and Allie. Expectations were high this season, especially with the success over the past few years of Wildcat volleyball. How have you guys stayed on track over the long season? How have you made sure not to lose focus and maintain those high expectations?
So we did make it to super sectionals last year. That's obviously where we are at right now. And I think we did end up coming a little short last year, and I didn't think any of us were really ready for that. So I think we are hungry this year to continue to stay on track and get some wins. But yeah, I mean, all of us have been staying disciplined and have been wanting to put in the work, and yeah, I think we're just hungry for more. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think we've made it a focus this year to not look too far ahead. We take one game at a time, and we treat all teams the same, and I think that's helped us maintain the expectations and to stay focused on our goals.
This next one's for Mueller. What does practice looked like last few days to prepare for the game tonight against Marist? What has been consistent in your practices throughout the playoffs, and what have you added to prepare this for tonight?
Yeah, a lot of our practices have stayed pretty consistent. We want to be able to trust our training that's gotten us to this point. So we just want to kind of keep working on building confidence and kind of repping the things that we feel like are our strengths, and then focusing on just kind of tweaking some of those things that maybe didn't go so well for us in the previous game. So nothing special necessarily for tonight. We did focus on serving kind of tough. A goal of ours is to keep them out of system or push them out of system. And then blocking was something that we were hoping to maybe work on. So we did some blocking yesterday at practice, but nothing out of the ordinary. We just want to keep rolling with what we know we're good at.
Sure. Marist has had many players that are already committed to playing at the next level, including Maryland, Mississippi State, Northwestern, and Davenport University. What do you guys know about them, and how have you prepared for this challenge? And this is a question for Mueller and Ellie.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know. I personally feel like it's exciting to play these players that like are committed to big places, like just to see what you can do against them. Like I know we can do well against them no matter where they're going, but I don't know. I've seen like one girl in club. I know they're going to be a tough team. I think preparing mentally will be big. Like just because they're going to these places doesn't mean they're like impossible to beat. Like everybody's a high school volleyball player. So I just think if we fight hard and play our best, it shouldn't really matter where they're going to school.
Yeah, I would definitely echo that. Like I didn't even really know all of their specific names just because at this point, like, again, like Ellie said, we're all kind of on the same playing field, and some of that doesn't really matter. So we want to control what we can, and we can't control where they're going to go to school or what they're going to do. We're really going to focus on just controlling our side. So I think if we focus a lot on what are they going to do, what are they going to bring, it makes us feel like we're out of control, and then I don't think we play our best when we're doing that. So I think if we focus on what we can control, how we respond every point, how we can put together a solid match is going to be what's going to be the game changer, not anything that they're going to do things, but we're going to focus on how we respond to it. So yeah.
Next question is going to be for Ellie and Shelby. So you've played some common opponents, including Bennett Academy, Loyola Academy, Normal Community, and Lincoln Way East. Your record against these teams is a combined 4-2, and their record is a combined 2-3. How would your non-conference schedule help you prepare for this game, and what can you take away from these common opponents?
I think it's definitely a really good thing we play at these big Chicago tournaments, like non-conference, because our conference is mostly, I think, 3A teams, and like community's a 4A team. But playing against those bigger opponents leading up to like playoffs, because that's who we're going to be playing. Like we're playing one of the big teams tonight. So I think it just helps to see like how we can compete from them, and then it also gives us stuff to like focus on at practice. And so yeah, we can just take away like lessons we can learn to just be even better.
Yeah, I think kind of going off of that, it just kind of playing those bigger teams, it lets us see like where we stand and like what we need to work on, obviously. But playing those like bigger competition teams, it's honestly more fun. Just makes everything more intense because that's what the game of volleyball is, and we like a good game of volleyball. So yeah.
This next one is for all of you, but I wanted to start with Ellie. What are the keys to the game tonight? What do you guys have to do in order to get a win and move on?
I think the main thing is just like staying true to like who our team is. Like we don't need to be like a team that we're not. We don't need to be a huge team. I don't know. We don't have to do anything like crazy. Like just playing Wildcat volleyball to the best of our ability with a lot of effort and just like having fun and sticking together as a team, I think is what will get us through this game tonight.
I think also, like Ellie said, just focusing on our side, playing with our energy and how we know we can play. And if we focus too much on what they're doing, it'll cause us to get in our heads, and it's more important to just focus on what we can do. And I think that's the biggest thing we need to focus on tonight.
I was going to add, I think sometimes when you get to the big matches, it can feel really hard. Like, wow, you have to do this really crazy thing that's like so big, but what it really comes down to is who's going to do the little things better. So I think a focus tonight is going to be who's going to handle and have attention to detail on the little things like covering and off-blocker defense and disciplined blocking and focusing on serve and pass, communication, staying together. All of those like little things can add up to something big. So I think just focusing on the little things that we can control will be a big part.
I definitely think like serve and pass. It's just like first ball. And then also energy, because it just plays a big important role in like such a big game, and like just keeping your head up like no matter what.
Yeah, going along with like the whole energy, I think being in a super-sectional game can be like really intense and kind of crazy, and like it's easy to get like flustered. So I think as long as our team stays pretty like confident in ourselves and calm and collected and like make sure we're working together, I think that'll be like one of the like main keys to success for this game.
And then the last question for you guys, how are you guys all heading into the game tonight, and what can you tell the Wildcat Nation about what to expect from tonight's game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very intense game, super exciting. The energy is going to be high. I know we got a lot of fans coming out tonight to support us, so I think that's going to help us. But yeah, I think we're really excited, and yeah.
I think it will be super fun and just like a lot of energy. And then I would expect like a battle, like back and forth.
Yeah, we've been talking about how like a lot of these are hard moments, and we welcome that. Like it's supposed to be hard, so that doesn't make us shy away. We welcome the hard. I also feel like it's just an exciting experience. I think last year we were in the situation. I think at the beginning of the season we were wanting this to happen again, but I'm confident in saying that we're ready for this to happen and for us to compete in battle tonight together. There's a lot of trust and love with these girls, and I think when our back's against the wall, that is gonna make a difference. So I think they need to be ready for a battle and to stay with us throughout the whole thing. So we're appreciative for everyone that's coming or supporting from afar.
Yeah, like we said, it's definitely going to be a battle. There's going to be ups and downs, and we're going to use the energy from the student sections and from ourselves, and we're just going to do our best to leave everything on that court.
I agree. I think it'll definitely be a very loud game. I don't really know how big the gym is, but there's going to be a lot of people there. I think it should be really exciting and fun, and just expect our team to just go all out and play as hard as we can.
Boom.